Hi y'all, this is Lana, and I am going to show you some masks. Okay, this one is Amelia's. It is this is flannel, and then this is sparkly, and so fits over the mouth like that. And gum it. Eyes around the bottom like this. So you look like a Frito Bandito. And it has a little pocket, so you can put an extra filter in there if you want. So, and to be honest, despite what it looks like, this one is actually easier to make than this other one, which is this one. You'd think this would be easier to make, but it's not. So this one just has the little pleats on the side, you know, like so, and goes over like that. And on this one, because I cut the bottom strings too short, I put Velcro on the back. So you only actually have to tie the top one. And this one is Day of the Dead print, which is for someone I know who likes Day of the Dead stuff. So I think I'm gonna make her other one. And then this is the other kind, the kind that I made Amelia, which is also, you know, Day of the Dead stuff. I did not line hers in flannel, but I'm gonna make her another one, and I think I'm gonna line the other one in flannel. And hers, of course, has this little pocket in it as well. On this one, as on Amelia's, her strings are made of the same material as her, as the outside of the mask. I'm not able to do this on all of the ones I make because some of the ones I'm making, I bought fat quarters at the grocery, at Joann, long time ago. So I had fat quarters to make masks with. And there's enough to make 2 masks, but not 2 masks, not 2 masks plus 2 masks worth of ties. So, these are just the ones I'm making for family. I have an order, an order of 10 that I have to, I've turned over 4, so I have another 6 to make, and I have more of this Day of the Dead material, so I'm gonna make Janice another Day of the Dead mask, the fitted kind, and I have another one of these for Amelia already cut out, and then I'm going to get started on a couple of other people who have asked for them. The ones I'm sending to Amelia are going to include masks for Ryan and for Charlie and Cheryl. Probably not for Nathaniel because I don't think he'd keep it on for very long. And for Sammy. And they were given the choice of what material I would use to make their masks with. The dark blue I have, I haven't quite figured that out yet, but anyway, so when I'm not working on 4 million other things, as evidenced by my weekly checklist, I'm making masks. And some of the masks are making me money because I need the money right now. So, if you have any questions about how to make these masks, There are definitely patterns online for both of the varieties. I had some extra poster board on hand, so when I cut out the pattern for the fitted mask, I cut it on some poster board, which makes it easier to cut directly on the material. In part because I invested in a rotary cutter, or I had a rotary cutter in my sewing accessories. I'm not really sure which. Anyway, so that's been fun. And the this one, the one that the bottom part is made with Velcro to connect it. The ties are actually made of quilting bias tape. So it's folded, you know, it's flat and then it's folded in toward the middle and then it's folded in half again. I actually prefer this kind of bias tape for anything I'm making because I just like it. The other kind, the narrower kind, I don't really like as much, but it's good for certain types of sewing projects. So anyway, hit me up if you have questions or if you would like to know what material I have on hand and if I will make you a mask or two, depending on which material you put. So, yeah, that's it. Let me know. Here's another imperfect one. This one just has one layer, and obviously I have not attached the bottom tie because I was just fucking around with this one. And I did the pleats are right. Woohoo! I thought I'd done the pleats wrong. The pleats are supposed to face down. So, like so, when it's stretched straight, the pleats face down. Sure, there's a medical reason for that. I don't really give a fuck what it is. Anyway, this was when I was just messing around. The one that I made for Janice with the Day of the Dead stuff has an inner lining, and that was actually kind of a pain in the ass. I think that I'm going to cut the inner lining so that it is 1/2 inch less wide on both sides, so that when I'm sewing the pleats on the sides, I am not having to sew through 1, 2, 3, 4 levels of material plus the pleats themselves, which probably makes for 16 sections of material. I don't know. That was really difficult and hard on my needles, so I'm gonna mess around with that and see if I can't get that lined out, so maybe the pleated kind will be easier. Oh, and another note, when I make the ones for Ryan, I have measurements for his head, and I am going to make his connections on the end with the Velcro so that when he's out playing or whatever, his strings don't get caught on something and pull him up short or yank the mask off his face. It'll keep the mask on his face securely, and then he can just pull up the Velcro when he wants to take it off. That way he can go out and play if he wants to, or do whatever it is almost 10-year-old boys do. He'll have a mask that his grandma made, aka Obachan. So, sayonara, y'all.